close till I get up. Time is barely.
Hey chulas, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sonia. Welcome. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to be reviewing the new Bretman Rock and Colourpop collab. These are the palettes right here. They're really pretty. So I am going to be taking the wet palette and doing a look on this eye, and I'm going to be taking the lit palette and doing a look on this one. So if you want to see what I come up with and my thoughts on this collection, continue watching. Ella quiere beber, ella quiere bailar, su novio la dejó y lo quiere olvidar. Ella se entregó y el tiempo le falló. We're going to start off with the wet collection, and this is what the palette looks like right here. It is really, really pretty. It has the letterings right here, and it does have glitter, and it does shed a bit, so yeah. Then it has the names of the shades back here, and it also has the shade names in the inside. And this is the wet palette right here. This is very, very gorgeous. I have never, like personally, I've never used a blue palette in my life. I've never created anything with any blue shades. So today's going to be the first time that I actually just go in this palette and create something just with these blues. So yeah, I am going to swatch them for you, and I am going to go from left to right. I can't tell my direction, sorry guys, but I'm going to start off with the white shade right here. Alright, so the first shade is finished, and that's what it looks like my finger swatched. It did feel pretty buttery when I was swatching it, and that's the swatch on my arm. It is kind of patchy right now that I'm kind of swatching it. But alright, so the next one is this blue shade right here, and it is called I'm Chilling. This one, when I went to go swatch it in the pan, it felt very dry and chalky, and you can actually see right here on my finger that I actually have like chunks of the shadow right there. So yeah. Alright, so it is pretty patchy. It is kind of chalky, so you probably will have to build up this shade. I'm not really liking it, but what can we do? Alright, so the next shade is LOL I'm Crying, and that's the shimmery blue right here. And this one actually swatched pretty good when I put my finger to the pan, and it actually feels really nice on my arm as well. That one kind of looks opaque. It's not as vibrant as I thought. It does feel kind of chunky when you go into the pan. I just swatched it again, and it did give it a little bit more intense to the shade. So this last shade right here, it actually, when I swatched it on my finger, it feels really creamy, really buttery. And this shade is called Skinny Legend. And that one, that shade's alright. I mean, it's not as patchy as the first ones. So now I'm going to be swatching the lip palette for you guys, and as well, you know, it has the names on the back and then the glitter lettering on the front, and this one does shed a little bit more than the white palette. And then these are the colors right here. I love these colors. I love warm tones, so I was mostly excited about this palette here. So I'm going to start off swatching from this shade to over here. I have no sense of direction, sorry guys, and the same. Alright, so starting with the first shade right here, it is called Or Whatever, or Whatever. Right now that I'm swatching it on the pan, it does feel really buttery, really creamy. It does have some kickback, as you can see. And then here is the swatch for that one. It feels really nice swatching it on the arm. Alright, so the next shade is this red shimmery one right here, and it's called Mercy. Same, it feels buttery. It does have some kickback as well, and it does have like chunks on the fingers, you can see right there. I'm gonna swatch it right here for you guys. Okay, this one feels really smooth on the swatch, and it is really pretty. That one's pretty pigmented. Alright, so the next shade is Macchiato, and that's this brown shade here. Again, swatching it, it feels, this one does feel a little bit dry, not too bad. That's how it looks on the finger. And then swatching it for you guys. It's not that bad. It's not that streaky. It's a lot better than the blue one, in my opinion. It's a pretty shade as well. Alright, so the next shade is this yellow orangey, I guess it's like a mustard kind of color. And I actually like this color. It's really pretty. It looks really pretty in the pan. And it's called Cleo Amore, or Cleo Amore. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I know it's Cleo. That's the shade right here. So this one feels pretty nice swatching it on the finger. It does have like buildup. I don't know if you can see right there in the middle of the finger. It has like a little bit of buildup. All matte shades are actually doing that for some reason. So I don't know. And there's the swatch. I actually can't see it. This one's not that patchy swatching it. It's a very pretty yellow shade. Alright, so now I'm gonna go from She Got Money to Batting. And this one is She Got Money. It's just a bronzy gold shadow. And there's a swatch for you guys. The shade is actually pretty. It's just a simple little bronzy color. It does have like a yellow orangey kind of undertone. It's different. I've never seen a shade like this. Well, I don't own one in my collection. So then this shade right here is called Period with a T at the end. And here is the swatch right here. I can't really see you guys, so I'm sorry if I like put down my arm to see it. This one's kind of opaque. It's not that vibrant. In the pan it looks really pretty, but it's not patchy. It doesn't look patchy to me. The next shade is this very pretty red kind of color, and it's called Like, but it does look chalky, and as you can see on the finger, that's the way that it applied in the swatch. Let's see if I have room. See, this one is actually kind of patchy, like all the color stayed up there. It is a really pretty color, but I don't know. Alright, so the last shade is Batting, and it's this like pinky shimmery shade, and this shade's really pretty as well. And I'm just gonna swatch this one up here because I'm running out of room. And I actually can't see it on the viewfinder. It's like a very, very subtle, like, that's a poor swatch, I'm sorry guys. It's like a very subtle, like, pinky kind of shimmer, but it's really pretty. Alright, so I'm gonna swatch the lippies for you guys because it is two, it's like a topper and then the actual lip gloss and the lip liner. So I'm gonna start off with the Wet, and this is what the three products look like. The topper is obviously this white shimmery shade right here, and then with the gloss right there, and then a brown lip liner, which I'm actually happy that he included a brown lip liner and not a nude lip liner, because I don't know, a lot of people like tend to go with the shade that looks exactly like the gloss, and I actually like that he included something darker. Alright, so I'm going to swatch the topper for you guys, and this one is called Kumquat. The applicator is actually different. I've never like really purchased glosses from Colourpop, so I've never seen the applicator like this. But here's the swatch. It's just a glossy, a very glossy gloss. It does look like it has like little iridescent shimmers in the bottle, but on the swatch on my hand, I'm actually not picking anything like, I'm really not picking anything up, honestly. Alright, so the actual gloss shade is called She Cute. And see, this is what the applicators I'm used to seeing. Oh, this isn't gloss. What is this? Is this? Oh, this is a satin. This is an ultra satin. It looks kind of matte on my hand. Just a little bit right there. But that color is really pretty. It's like a peachy mauve color. I'm sorry about the noise. It's my grandfather. He's downstairs with my little baby. They're playing. And then here's the swatch to the lip liner. That's a pretty lip liner. And I love Colourpop's lip liners. And this one is called BFF3. So I actually like this set right here. I don't think I'm gonna get much use out of this gloss, so I might actually just pass it on to my sister because she likes glossy glosses like that. I sound so dumb, I'm sorry guys. So now I'm gonna swatch the wet set for you guys, and it's of course a more kind of red kind of color. And the topper to this one is this golden shimmery shade. The applicator's kind of like, it was like stuck, it was like hard. And again, this one is just really clear. It's just clear, and you can see like it does have like a bronzy kind of color to it. But yeah, the shimmers aren't that intense. You can see that it does have some shimmers, especially when I like turn it this way to the light. This is in the shade Wig, and this red is actually really pretty to me. Yeah, this red is really pretty. That's gorgeous right there. Alright, so the lip liner is in the shade Dukes, and it's also like a dark burgundy color. That's the swatch right there. I actually like this set, but actually I like both. I'm sorry if this video is everywhere, guys. Should have been better prepared, but I'm not. Alright, so next I'm going to be swatching the blushes for you guys, and that's what they look like here. They look like regular Colourpop blushes in the Shock Shadow pans. The only difference is it says Colourpop and Bretman right here. And I'm guessing, because I did mix them up, I'm guessing that this one is from the wet set and this one is in the shade Stop It. This one is more of an orangey red kind of brick color. And I love Colourpop blushes. They're really creamy. I love it. They're really creamy, they're really pigmented, and they are super affordable. I have a bunch, well, not a bunch of blushes because I'm not a blush kind of person. Well, I wasn't up until this year actually, but I love their highlighters. I love their Super Shock shadows, and I have a lot of their palettes too. And one thing that I do love that he did with his collection is add blushes, because a lot of people do highlighters and the lip kits and stuff like that, but they never include like a blush. Well, from the sets that I own, I've never seen that they include a blush, so I'm glad that he did that. So from the Lit set is this bright red color, and this one is Oh She Blushin'. And again, these are really creamy. They swatch really nice, and they are super buttery. Like, I just feel like they're nice. That's a really nice, like, rosy kind of color. That's actually really pretty. It's not as red as I thought it was going to be. It's more like a blushy pink. It's really pretty. The last two items that I have from the collection are the Bretman and Colourpop glitters. Here are the glitters right here, and they're so pretty. That's the swatch on the finger, and then that's the swatch right here. Okay, they feel nice. They don't feel like a regular glitter shadow. So here is the blue one, and this one is in the shade OMG I'm Wet. And this one I can see has like little stars in them. I don't think the red one has it, but this one, the blue one, does. I don't know if you guys can see right there. So here is the swatch. They feel really nice, really like buttery. See, you can actually see the stars right there. That was the swatches for you guys. Now I am actually gonna go in and create a look for you. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with this shade right here, and it's called Fished. I'm just gonna use that kind of like a transition shade. And I did mention that this shade was like a white color, but it's not. It's like a very like baby blue kind of color. Dry patches on my eyes. I actually exfoliated my face the other day, but I guess I have to do it again. I've been trying to drink a lot of water so that my skin can be hydrated. But yeah. Going in with I'm Chillin', that's this shade right there. I'm just gonna use the same brush and go over Fished. The shade also has a lot of kickback. Diría mi mamá, pareces una vieja de la calle. I don't know what it is about Hispanics associating blue eyeshadow with prostitutes, and red lipstick as well. Alright, this shade is Intense. I don't know if the camera's actually picking it up, but it's actually pretty vibrant. Go in with Fishy, and that's this shade right here. It's like a green blue color. Right, so this shade actually has a lot of fallout, so if you do your foundation first, just be careful with that. I'm gonna go in with Skinny Legend, and I'm gonna try to clean up the harsh edges that I have. For the lid, I'm gonna go in with LOL I'm Crying, and that's this shade right there. Right, and my brush is actually wet because I cleaned it, and I just went ahead and used it like that. And this shade is applying really beautifully. Like, it's a really beautiful blue. I really like the way that it applied. That is nice. Just to kind of deepen in the outer V a little bit more, I'm going to go back in with Fishy. Then, not taking any of I'm Chilling, I'm just going to go in and blend that out a little bit. Alright, so I went off camera and I added black liner to my waterline, and as you can see, I do have fallout. To smoke out my waterline, I'm gonna go in with Mood, and that's this beautiful blue right here. Lately, I've been loving blues like that. In my Morphe video, if you haven't seen it, I actually used a blue similar to it. So, yeah. OMG, this blue is beautiful. Oh, this blue is gorgeous, you guys. I'm actually gonna take some of this blue and just add it right here to the crease, just to see if it gives it a little bit of depth. For the inner corner of the eye, I am going to be going in with Thickums, and that's this shade right here. And this shade actually reminds me of Cyborg from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Sultry palette. It looks pretty similar, actually. Yep, it looks very similar to that shade. So this is a good dupe for that shade in the Sultry palette. Ooh, this is pretty. Alright guys, I am going to go off camera and I'm going to add a wing liner and some lashes, and I'll be back to start this eye with the lip palette. Alright guys, so this is the finished eye. My eyelash is actually not wanting to stick right here. I think it's because of the eyeliner. I don't know what it is about white eyeliner. Like, my eyelashes do not want to stick whenever I have white eyeliner. But anyway, I did add the glitter to the bottom line. I had to like specifically go in and like get the little stars and the glitter and just like place them on there, because I tried applying the glitter on the actual eyeliner, and to be honest, it wasn't going on, as you guys saw with the brush. So yeah, now I am going to go ahead and start on this eye. I'm just going to be going in with Or Whatever, and that's the shade right here, and I'm just going to add that as my transition shade. It does have some fallout, so just be aware of that. This shade is actually a really pretty transition shade. Who else is getting like Elsa vibes from this eye? I'm obsessed with Elsa. My little girl loves Elsa. I'm going to go in with Period, and that is that shade right here. grandpa is so annoying. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna go in with Clio, and that's this one right here. And I'm just gonna take that same brush. Alright, so I'm just gonna go back in with Period. Just add that back on there because I feel like Cleo took it away. I'm gonna go in with Or Whatever, and it's that shade again. And I'm just gonna clean this up a bit. My grandfather's so annoying. Sorry, guys. A lot of kickback. So just to deepen in my outer crease, I'm gonna go in with Like, and that's that red right there. OMG, but that is gorgeous. And I'm just focusing it on the outer V and taking it in halfway. This shade is gorgeous, but it is really messy. So again, I'm just gonna take my Morphe M433 in with Or Whatever and just clean this up a bit. Just making sure that everything is blended in together. That shade is everywhere. It's everywhere on my vanity. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and add Mercy all over the lid. Oh, the shade is really pretty, but it's messy. As you can see, there's chunks that are like falling on my face. So I'm gonna go in with Period and then Like, and I'm just gonna smoke out my waterline. So this palette actually has a lot of fallout, you guys. I think it has more fallout than the wet palette. Alright, so I finished my face makeup. The only thing that I haven't put on is blush and highlight. So I'm going to go ahead and do the blush on camera. And on this side, I'm going to be doing the wet blush. And on this side, the lit. So the one that I'm going to be taking on this side is called Stop It. And it's this one right here. And I'm just taking a MAC 186 stippling brush. Okay, this is pretty. This is pretty pigmented. I think I kind of went overboard a little bit, but it's okay. It looks really pretty on my skin tone. It kind of reminds me of the Note blush that I like a lot. For this side, I am taking Oh She's Blushing. And that's the shade right here. And this one's really pretty as well. And it is super pigmented. Oh my god. I went overboard, guys. I'm just gonna blend this out a little bit because... ooh, I do look like I'm blushing. But it looks really pretty. It's not bad. It looks really nice. So I'll be right back, guys, because my battery is actually about to die. I wanted to show you guys lip swatches before I show you the final look. This is this side without the gloss. And then this side. Now I know why he did the brown liner, because this is way too light. But they're both really pretty. I actually enjoy both of them. And I think I'm actually going to keep this like this. So yeah. Alright, so I'm actually going to add the gloss to the lip. And this one is in I See You. This is the more bronzy color. Golden color. I'm gonna add this one to this side, and this one is in Kumquat. Here's this side. Alright, chulas, I know I'm looking a little bit crazy right now because of the half and half, but I just went ahead and just left my lips the way that they are, just for the sake of the video, because I did do half and half. My final thoughts on these two palettes right here are, they're okay. They're not that bad. I actually like them. I actually like the way that this eye came out, but to be honest, I'm probably never gonna use this palette ever again unless I'm feeling like creative and I want to, you know, do a creative eye look. But honestly, I'll never use it to like go out or anything like that. This one, I'm more prone to using it because I do love the colors that are in here. They're warm tones, and you cannot go wrong with your warm tones, of course. Overall, do they perform great? Yes, they do. They do have a lot of fallout, so if you're a person that does not like fallout, then these palettes are not for you. The glitters, they're a nice touch to my collection. They really are, but I don't know if they perform a lot better just adding them all over the lid. But it took me a while to actually get this here, and for my actual eyeliner I tried to put it on there, but it just came out looking a mess. I didn't like the way that it applied. This one as well, I just took the end of my tweezers and I applied it on there, and it actually worked great. So yeah, the lip kits, I would pick them up because I actually like this color. This color is not that bad with the actual lip liner. I do think that it looks really pretty. Would I pass on the lip glosses? Yes, I would. I don't like lip glosses like this. I will probably never use these again. I am going to pass this one on to my younger sister because I know she likes really clear, glossy glosses. This one, I don't know. I might give it to her because she kind of is weird on her glosses too. She might not like it. But anyway, overall, I did like this collection. It's a great add to my collection. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my looks. I actually had fun creating this. I had never used just a blue palette and a red palette, and I think I did pretty well for my first time doing a look like this. So yeah, chulas, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload. And yeah, I will see you chulas in the next one. Bye.